Hey everybody, and welcome to this month's video. We are here in Azerbaijan. We made it. It's great to be here. We wanted to put together a little video that shows you a little bit about our journey from the US to Azerbaijan, and it is by no means a perfect or complete video log. To give a little bit of context, the way that we flew out to get from where we live in West Virginia to anywhere internationally, DC is one of the nearest airports that can fly internationally. We could drive to like Columbus or Pittsburgh and it would be shorter, but then we'd have to have another connection. And then I have a bunch of friends from when I was in college in DC. So what we decided to do was to drive to DC and then fly out from there. And then that means that it's a lot shorter of a trip. Hi, we're headed out of a shopping center. We are driving from West Virginia to DC today. You can see we have a car full of stuff, and we stopped a couple hours in to grab lunch with Caleb's sister. This awesome place called Apple Annie's. If you're ever in the Morgantown area, recommend it. It's a bakery and little restaurant and super nice. So then now we're gonna drive across Maryland this afternoon and get to the DC area. All right, so we just finished, all three of us, getting PCR tests. Hopefully they're negative. We'll find out in half an hour. This was Caleb's first. What'd you think?
Tickled.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It feels like they're not being as aggressive now as they used to be, but yeah, we'll let you know how this turned out and then hopefully get on a plane. So we had 3 negative PCR tests, so that was great. And then now I just got done running to the store to print out all of our paperwork. So we've got our PCR tests and Sprouts visa as well, which I'd forgotten to print out in West Virginia. So that just leaves tonight. We're gonna go through our bags and get everything ready to go, weighed one last time, make sure that it's all ready for the airplane. And then tomorrow evening we're gonna drive on out there to the airport and hop on a plane to Azerbaijan. So it's exciting stuff. So we packed up all of our luggage. The car was pretty full, and thankfully we had some help. My parents were there to see us off, and so they took an Uber to the airport and brought a couple of suitcases for us. You can see there was lots and lots of luggage, and we got on our flight. So in all the airports and on all the airplanes, you are supposed to have your mask on at all times if you're not eating food. And so we wore lots of masks, which is a little bit uncomfortable, but we managed. And thankfully Sprouts slept for most of the first big flight, which was the overnight one. And then we had a super quick connection in Istanbul. We literally had, I think it's half an hour from the time that our plane landed until our next plane was supposed to take off. And so we rushed through the airport and we made it. I've never been so happy to see a big line of people waiting on at a gate to get on a plane. Another one of my favorite things about flying, especially flying Turkish Airlines, is you can start the videos before the plane takes off. Their media players are already working. And so I had a very DC flight experience. I watched Justice League, the real movie, and then I also watched the Lego version of Justice League. So we left Istanbul, and by the time we got to Azerbaijan, it was late at night and nice and dark. And so our friend and colleague picked us up at the airport and drove us home to our town that we live in. It's called Sumgayit. You can't stop me now. Good morning. We made it in last night and got into one of our friends' apartments really late because they're hosting us for the night. And we all slept okay last night. Sprout didn't sleep the best, but I'm gonna get through. But I wanted to come out. I don't know if you can hear. I'm out on her balcony, and right behind me is the Caspian Sea. And you can hear it ever so faintly roaring away in the background. So
Yeah, thanks for everyone who's praying for our trip. It went as great as it could have gone.
So there you go. That's what our trip looked like, going from DC to Azerbaijan. We're really pumped. Next month, we're gonna show you what our apartment looks like. We're gonna do a little tour of this apartment that I'm sitting in right now, and so we're really excited to show you what our house looks like. If you have questions or stuff that you're gonna wanna see about Azerbaijan, let us know and we're happy to share that with you. And then I'm gonna wrap up today with a little clip that we took out of our windows a couple of days after we got here. It was snowing and it was so beautiful, and so here's a little clip to see that. We'll see you guys next month.